Good morning, market snipers. Welcome back. This is Jesse getting started right at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right on the dot once again. Woo-wee! Yesterday on the live stream, and by the way, there was 2,000 viewers on the Twitter X app. So thank you for all of your support. Thank you for sharing, liking, smashing the like button. And we had almost 300 viewers on the YouTube app yesterday as well. So thanks again for all of your support. I appreciate it. And yesterday on the live stream, we talked about, hey, Bitcoin is pumping, right? Bitcoin is pumping. And the question that I asked yesterday was that will altcoins and BTC miners pump tomorrow, right? So here we are today. Bitcoin is taking a breath, right? Catching its breath, taking a break, right? It pumped really hard yesterday. It's flat today, in my opinion. Anytime crypto is like 0.5% up or down, to me, that's flat. It'll be up 0.5%, down 0.5%, whatever. It's flat. It's catching its breath. And the altcoins are pumping today. We've got Solana up 10%. Mana was up like 10 or 11%. Algo, SHIB, you name it, right? We'll go through a lot of the charts today. First half of the live stream, we're going to go through as many charts as possible. Second half, we'll do your requests. Make sure to put in all the details, crypto, stock, we'll cover it all, whatever you want. Put in context. Are you looking for a long, a short? Are you in a position? Put in all the details in the comments. And then the second half of the live stream, we will cover that for you. So before we jump in, Bitcoin weekly chart is still ultra bullish. And before we jump right into the charts, just want to say, a couple things over here. We're closing in on 8,000 followers for Market Sniper Pro. Thank you for all of your support. I appreciate that. We should probably be hitting 8,000 followers today. So couldn't do it without you. Keep sharing, keep smashing the like buttons, keep reposting, and we'll continue to grow and sniper the markets together. Shout out to my man and longtime market sniper, Just Arnold over there. Go ahead and follow him on Twitter. He's posting some very good and clean charts over there. He helps out a lot in the Discord and gives back in the Discord. Our first and only official moderator, but definitely go follow Arnold over on Twitter. I follow him, Twitter X app, and he's posting these nice, clean charts over there. And I'm starting to share because he's starting to post some really good charts over there, in my opinion, right? In my opinion, I'm a little biased, but if you missed the Bitcoin 55,000 2 days ago, Bitcoin monthly chart smashes 55,000 and flashes ultra bullish signal. The monthly candle closes today, right? So if you missed that one, definitely go take a look at that video. I put out 3 different Bitcoin monthly chart paths of potential monthly chart posts, paths that price could follow, right? And I'm going to post, I plan to post a 10 to 15 minute video tonight about altcoins, right? So I got a lot of good stuff on the altcoins, probably talk about the monthly charts, all that stuff on the higher time frame. We'll stay on the daily and the weekly chart, but I'm going to post a video 10 to 15 minutes about altcoins on the monthly chart over there. And of course, we don't have any affiliate links. We're not sponsored by anybody. We're self-made, we're self-sustained. And the only thing we have is, if you want to join the community of like-minded people, consider joining the Discord. You get the sharpshooter indicator for $29 a month, or 17% off yearly plan, $290 a year, and then of course $79 a month for the full sharpshooter package, or $660, 30% off. So with that, let's jump in. The stock heat map is, I was looking at this earlier, basically flat, right? Basically flat. NVIDIA 1.42%. Microsoft. So not much really to report on stocks. Crypto, like I said, Bitcoin's flat. Of course, this is a little bit lagging, right? So if you look at Bitcoin up here to the right, it says, well, 0.2%. Not too far off. Pretty much flat, but Ethereum up 2%. And you see overall 11%, 9.5% like that over on the heat map. So let's dive in. Let's dive into the charts. One Love, welcome back. Doc, hi, Bitcoin Bulls. Good morning. Jonathan Martinez, welcome back. Emilio, good morning. Evan, miners, please. Yep, we'll cover it. Brendan, you are at 8,000 now. Awesome. Thank you for letting me know that. I appreciate that. We'll have to do a post on that later. Smash the like morning, Jesse. Litecoin finally doing something. Yep, I saw that. Yep. All right, let's do it. Let's get into it. Bitcoin weekly chart continues to be ultra bullish. Has been basically since October 2023, but there was 4 candles where it was not ultra bullish, and there was a 21% correction from 49,000 down to 38,500. And since then, since the end of January, basically 1 month, it's just really pumped, right? Just as we talked about, and we covered it. And of course, that video that I pointed out on YouTube, definitely go take a look at it, because I did a lot of comparisons based off of November 2020, NVIDIA comparison, and of course ANF comparison, right? So definitely go take a look at that. And I plan, like I said, I plan to post a 10 to 15-minute video, but also I'm going to do a shorter version of the newsletter today as well about the altcoins. And I do a longer form either Sunday or Monday, depending on what I think is what's happening at the moment. And so once a week I do a longer form, and then I'm going to try to do a shorter form newsletter write up. And today is going to be altcoins. So definitely follow it over there. And if you go back, home, and let's see, one thing real quick, you can find the indicator newsletter over here, indicator.pro. And like I said, it's free. So go check that out. Let's go to the daily chart, right? The daily chart remains ultra bullish as well. So you got the daily chart, it's ultra bullish. The weekly chart is ultra bullish, and Bitcoin monthly chart is about to print ultra bullish, very similar to November 2020. So exciting times. Expect pullbacks along the way. Even when the monthly chart is ultra bullish, right? Even when the monthly chart is ultra bullish on Bitcoin, you can go back. You can see 30% pullbacks all within one monthly candle and create a wick, right? A wick up, then it wicks down, and then still closes positive for the month. So it doesn't mean that we won't see 30% pullbacks. Just like yesterday, right? Yesterday, just so happens Coinbase went down for a bit, and probably some other exchanges. They blame it on volume, whatever it is. Could be behind the scenes, the bigger players. But you can see that a lot of wicks went down and took out a lot of high leverage liquidation longs. There was a lot of high leverage longs that were liquidated, because within like an hour or two went down, and a lot of them just crushed like a bunch of stop losses. If you're on lower time frames and you moved it up, or if you're on high leverage, lower time frames, you got liquidated, right? So that's what I chalk it up to personally. And that's what we talked about yesterday in real time as it was happening on the live stream. You guys were letting me know while I was looking at the charts. You were telling me what was happening. And so we took a look at it, and then I explained my thoughts on it. So Devin Lee, good morning. Welcome back. Lawrence, welcome back. Tomas, good morning. Welcome back. All right, so that's Bitcoin, right? Really nothing to report today on that it's flat, but it is ultra bullish, and we do know that longer term target 5 was hit, right? I removed 1, 2, 3, and 4 just to keep the charts a little bit cleaner, right? We do know that we're closing in on the former all-time high. We do know that there are higher ANF target 1, 2, and 3 up there, but we're going to take it level by level, and we're going to take it target by target. So we hit target 1. We posted 4 longer term targets at the bottom. Once we got through that, we added longer term target 5. We had the ANF targets up there as well. So we will continue to take it level by level, and hopefully we keep smashing more and more targets. It would be awesome, right? Ethereum weekly chart has hit 4 of 4 longer term targets that were posted at the bottom. We talked about it way back here. It's hit longer term target 1. Will it hit longer term target 3, similar to Bitcoin? Will it hit longer term target 4, similar to Bitcoin? It has. Now, will Ethereum hit longer term target 5, similar to Bitcoin? Seems like it's trending that way, right? Ultra bullish on the weekly chart. Usually doesn't happen all in one weekly candle, right? Usually doesn't happen all in one daily candle, but it is currently ultra bullish on the weekly chart over here. DOT up 4%, hasn't even flipped ultra bullish. Here's where some of the opportunities are, right? DOT hasn't even flipped ultra bullish yet. And DOT hasn't even hit longer term target one. Here's what I'm pointing out. I posted these charts over on Twitter X app. You had a low, you had a higher low over here, right? And it's bullish on the weekly chart. There's so much opportunity remains out there. And that's all it is. It's opportunity, right? Doesn't mean it's ever a guarantee, but it is trending that way. And we were talking about the breakout way back here at $3.80. There's videos, there's charts, there's posts all about it, right? We're not just putting on these targets now. We posted those longer-term these longer-term targets at the bottom, and that was our first buys, right? The daily chart, our first buys are like $3.80 on DOT, like 380 as it's breaking out down here, and then a buy signal on the daily chart at 390, right? Massive move up, nice big correction to the downside. And then another buy signal back here at $6.90, and we're off to the races, right? So we're not posting these targets now. We posted these targets back in end of October, right? So I know a lot of people start posting targets now, and they're heroes now, blah, blah, blah. But here we are. We were in hindsight, we were very early, right? We were very early. Tin Synodius, man, I hope I'm saying that correctly. Sorry if I'm chopping it up. I apologize in advance, but hopefully I'm saying that close enough. Good morning. Welcome back. Could you check out the charts of HBAR and IOTA and give some comments? Sure. Blessed for life. Welcome back. What's up, brother? Can you please update Very? Sure. All right. So that's DOT. Let's keep going. Weekly chart on sand. It broke out like we talked about and hit 4 out of 4 shorter term targets, right? Broke out and is flipped ultra bullish on the daily chart. So far has not closed ultra bullish yet. And then if you zoom out on sand, right? It's so far away from longer term target one. That would be insane, right? If it hits similar targets to Bitcoin and hits 4 out of 4 longer term targets to the upside, that would be insane. It's currently only at 58 cents still. And if it were to hit longer term target 4, that's like 800% from the current price right now. We keep saying that. We keep talking about it. This was 1,000%. Now it's 850% if it hits that. We were talking about it way back here at 43 cents on the weekly chart. We were talking about it even a lot lower than that on the daily chart. I think it was like 30 cents on the daily chart, and about the breakout and all that stuff. So it's looking like very similar where it had the low, macro higher low, right? And it's not even ultra bullish on the weekly chart yet. Sand up 4.5%. Near was flashing ultra bullish on the weekly chart, has hit longer term target one that we already know about. It got all the way up to $4.60. Johnny C, Emilio, could you please check BNC? Sure. Longtime market sniper, Johnny C. Good morning. Could you chart ICP? Looking to add spot for longer term DCA since 5. Thank you for putting all the notes in there. Yeah, we'll take a look at it in the second half. Near was flashing an ultra bullish weekly signal. Has not closed ultra bullish yet. Target 1 so far. If it closes weekly, here's another milestone, right? If it closes weekly above $3.80, which seems like it will, we don't know for sure, but it seems like it's trending that way. That is a higher high, right? So this would be a higher low. This would be another higher high. A high from here. It already put in a higher high, higher low. This would put in another higher high, in my personal opinion, on the weekly chart. So up 0.5%, kind of flat today. It was up to $4.20 a couple days ago. Could be loading up, right? Longer term target 1 hasn't even been hit on mana. Is breaking out here. The first breakout was back here. The more aggressive breakout was back here. Weekly candle closed back above. Buy signal here. Even more aggressive on the daily chart. Longer term target 1 over here Middle of it is $1.60. The bottom of it is about $1.40. That would be a massive move, more than 100% from current price, right? From current price, you're looking at 135%, right? So we will see. It was up 10 or 11% today. The daily chart was ultra bullish, still is. Closed ultra bullish on Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, and continues to be ultra bullish over there on the daily chart. Algo was flashing ultra bullish on the daily chart as well. Had this breakout down here, was breaking out back above the trending dots, had that buy signal at 17 cents. And here we are. It was flashing ultra bullish. The weekly chart, a lot of them start to look similar. Double bottom, right? You can say double bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It found a lot of support going all the way back to June 2023, all the way to October 2023. So it went through that bottoming phase, higher low, right? Could be putting in a higher high in the near future, maybe this week, maybe next week. We don't know yet. Up 4%. Solana, ultra bullish on the weekly chart, has hit 3 of the 4 longer term targets so far. I took off target 1, took off target 2. It has now hit longer term target 3. Bitcoin is at target 5. Ethereum is at target 4. Solana is at target 3. Blah, 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 right? It's starting to look pretty good on Solana again. Cardano hasn't even hit longer term target 1. Cardano has flipped ultra bullish again. Cardano was trying to regain the 200-week moving average again, and it could in the near future, right? Cardano is starting to look and is ultra bullish on the weekly chart. Remember, tune into the video tonight. Turn on the notifications for YouTube, and make sure you're subscribing to the newsletter. That way you will be notified. If you're in the Discord, you'll also be notified. I will notify you everywhere, right? Make sure you're notified, because I'm going to start showing some monthly charts. I'm going to show some crypto, some altcoins versus Bitcoin dominance charts. Hopefully I can knock it all out in about 10 to 15 minutes, but definitely tune into that. Let's keep going. Chainlink, bullish on the weekly chart, has hit longer term target 1, had retested the 200-week moving average, not once, came back down, and then regained it again, right? Matic up 1 point, just under 2%. Longer term target 1's been hit. It consolidated, even came back below it. Longer term target 4 is up at $2. Would be 100% move from current price here. Current price up to the middle, almost 100% return. So we will see. MicroStrategy up another 1.76%. The weekly chart is on fire again, right? The monthly chart is ultra bullish and is on fire again. It's sometimes when the magic happens. Look at this. November 2020. Sound familiar? Does that sound familiar? Yeah. We've been talking about it and covering it for 3 weeks now, that once the November 2020 candle caught fire, we could see a crazy pump over the next few months. It's possible. MicroStrategy closes ultra bullish again on the monthly chart. Who knows if it pumps up like that and then it dumps after that, right? Pump and dump. Don't forget to take profits along the way, right? If you got in early, don't forget to take profits along the way, whether that is on a huge wick like that. That's still a massive move, right? Even from like the buy signal to this candle close here, 420%. This candle close here, 370%. Could you catch the top wick? If it's pumping that hard, right? If it's pumping that hard, maybe scale out, right? Maybe scale out. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. Obviously, this is for educational purposes only. Hopefully, we have some fun along the way. MicroStrategy up again. Could be the first fire candle close on the monthly chart since November 2020. Will we see some Bitcoin mining stocks do something similar? It's possible. We'll take a look at them as well. Quickly on the NASDAQ, not really much to report. The monthly chart is still bullish. The weekly chart is still in ultra bullish territory, still above the trending dots. The daily chart is flat, right? It's flat on the daily chart, and there could be a shorter term correction, a possible buy the dip scenario, since the weekly chart is still bullish, ultra bullish, since the monthly chart is still bullish It could just be a short retracement down. There's no sell signal yet, but if there becomes like a sell signal, could see it hit target 1, could see it hit target 2 and bounce for the next possible buy the dip scenario, target 3, and then target 4, right? Not talking about going to 0. We're not talking about going to 0 on a major market crash. Could there be one in the future? Sure, absolutely. There are a lot of signs pointing to possible recessions. The debt is out of control, blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of negative signs out there, but try to ride the wave as long as possible. So it's still buy the dip season as of right now. Housing market's overbought. There's some corrections in certain areas. California unemployment has risen to 5%. There's a lot of negative signs out there. But if you're a perma bear, you're missing all of this, right? If you're a perma bear, you're missing all of this. So NASDAQ, possible buy the dip situation, hasn't even broken down yet, just showing signs of a correction, maybe to target 2, maybe to only target 1, and possibly target 3 or target 4 before our next move up. So we will see. Dollar pretty much flat, right? 0.17%. 10-year yield breaking down, never hit target 3, currently breaking down right now. No sell signal as of yet. The VIX still in this consolidation bottoming phase down here, has only hit 3 of the 4 targets to the upside so far, right? But still putting in higher lows as of right now. Gold broke out. We know that. We talked about it. We covered it. It looks like it was finding bottom at this target here. Started to regain this downward, more aggressive trend line. Started to regain the trending dots. Had a buy signal. Broke out of this trend line. Came back tested it. And we had mapped this out in advance. Why? Because silver led the way, right? Silver led the way and then came all the way back down. This is a double bottom. If we go like this on silver, we could say that possible higher low is forming. Let me make this a little bit smaller. Possible higher low is forming after a double bottom, after a breakout, come back down. And then so if price starts to regain the trending dots, you start to see a pending buy signal on silver. That means that could be a double bottom, possible higher low. This was a higher high. This would confirm the higher high with a higher low and starts to make a move back up in the $23 range and possibly even regain the 200-week moving average and then take off after that. Bitcoin dominance down a little bit today, obviously, right? Pumped all the way up. Is this a double top? It's possible. It's possible that's a double top, right? Too early to say. Possible that it came back and tried to backtest this upward trend line. Pending reversal candle, right? What a pump it was. Possible double top over here on the candle close. We will see. Weekly chart is still bullish, right? If you zoom out, you can kind of see it. Double wick top. 3 of the 4 longer term targets were hit. The 4th was never hit. Maybe it regains it and comes back up and hits longer term target 4 at 60%. But as of right now, it's still bullish on the weekly chart and has only hit 3 of the 4 longer term targets to the upside. What else? Bitcoin mining stocks, right? They have not pumped yet. Let's get on the daily chart. They have not pumped yet. This is hot, right? So this trend line, this was a low. This is a higher low, possible higher low. Had a buy signal, came back out. Looked like it was a breakout. It was a fake out. Came back down. See if it finds support over the next couple of days in the new month. We will see if it finds support and then starts to break out over there, right? So breakout was a fake out. Pumps up, comes down, fake out, comes back down. Maybe puts in another higher low, and then the actual breakout comes in after that. And that would be a higher probability. Start to get back above those trending dots there, get a buy signal on it, and then we can start to see it take off over there on HUT. A lot of these probably look very similar, but there was a sell signal on Wednesday, yesterday, and it currently is bearish down 6%. Pending sell signal on Hive, hit 3 of the 4 targets to the upside. This is another double bottom. See if it puts in a higher low at some point. Maybe it comes down like this, puts in a higher low, maybe lower. Maybe this is all that it is. We don't know yet. Comes all the way down like that. It's possible. Finds support, puts in a higher low, and then takes off to the upside after that. MIGI, double bottom over here, maybe a triple bottom, right? Maybe it even comes down like this, traps the bears one last time, and then takes off to the upside like that, right? So MIGI still bearish on the daily chart. Drew this out, put the arrow out like that. It has not broken out from the downward trend line, and it still currently is bearish over here. So that would be a massive move, right? It was already a 60, almost a 65% correction on MIGI. It's possible that it finds support here again and kind of consolidates and then comes out like that, right? Just being aware that it could take out possible stop losses over here, come down, and then takes off right to the upside. Traps people one last time, wipes out some stop losses one last time, and then takes off to the upside. Bitfarm, sell signal over here. Looks like there was probably bearish divergence over there. Yep, there was bearish divergence. Then an RSI sell signal yesterday, and then now we have a pending sell signal today. Again, a lot of similar thoughts. We did talk about a small gap over here, right? Smaller gap over here. Possible find support. Maybe takes a few days to happen. Let altcoins pump. Bitcoin pumped. Altcoins are pumping. Let the Bitcoin mining stocks find support and then see if it takes off after that. Could be a couple weeks, could be a week, could be a couple days. We don't know. Maybe tomorrow, right? So we will see on Bitfarm is down 12% today, pending sell signal right now. CLSK breaking down from the trending dots, most likely bearish divergence. Yep, bearish divergence, RSI sell signal, right? Could get a close back below the trending dots. Remember, there's a lot of gaps down here, right? There's a lot of gaps. Could just be going for a reset. You got a gap down here that we pointed out a while back. Even when it started pumping up, we talked about a gap down here at $10.53. Then we talked about the bearish divergence, and now it's starting to break back down over on CLSK. Marathon Digital, they're all starting to look similar. Bearish divergence, right? A little gappy down here, a little gappy down here. So could be the next possible buy the dip scenario. Come up and pump after that, right? Riot, same thing, right? Gap, possibly find support, fill these gaps, and then take off to the upside like that, right? They're all going to start looking very similar. WGMI, gap, boom, boom, something like that, right? Whether it's gap one, gap two, or none of the gaps. Doesn't even mean it will fully fill the gaps, but it would make sense if it did. Then you got a low, a higher low, and then another possible higher low wherever it fills the gap. And I can map out the targets too, but that is probably eyeball test is probably a good spot here. This would be a really good spot down here. So I'll wait for a higher probability reversal. I'm not going to guess. Wolf pending sell signal over there. Iris Energy, same thing, pending sell signal, gap, a smaller gap down here. Will it get filled? I don't know, but this is a little bit bigger gap over here. CIFR, same thing. This gap is almost filled on CIFR. Actually, I would say this gap is filled. That gap is filled. Doesn't mean it can't go lower than the gap, put in a higher low, and then come out like that, right? So we will see, and how you draw it out like this, a higher probability reversal, right? Kind of map it out like that. Trending dots probably come down like this, right? Trending dots come like this and then comes back out. You see it coming down like this, find support, get back above the trending dots, get back above the downward trend line, and start flashing a pending buy signal. Get candle closes back above, higher probability reversal on these Bitcoin mining stocks, and then we could possibly see them pump to the upside as well, right? So that was the question yesterday. Will altcoins pump today? They are. Will Bitcoin mining stocks pump today? They aren't. But will they pump tomorrow, on Friday, or next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, possibly next week? We will see if it does or not, but they could be the next one. All right, let's go back to some of these requests. Let's jump over, switch gears, Magnificent Seven. Just take a quick glance at them over here. NVIDIA, 1.63%, basically flat since February 23rd on last Friday overall. Meta kind of flat since February 2nd, basically the same price. Amazon kind of flat since February 9th, right? But it is bullish on the daily chart. You can see it kind of moving up. Uh, Microsoft Microsoft was breaking down on the daily chart, did not hit target one. Maybe that's it, right? It's kind of battling right now on the daily chart. So you kind of zoom out here. Had a massive move up. Could see it. Maybe if they get a sell signal, maybe it'll come down and hit at least target one, possibly some more targets, find support, and then maybe come up and hit longer term ANF target one, right? And that would be a similar play to NVIDIA, right? Kind of go through a correction, uh, either find support at target one and bounce, come all the way down target two, bounce, target three, and so on and so on. We don't know how deep it'll go, but possibly target two and then bounce. And then that would be a great move all the way up and take out ANF target one over there. Longer term target one, similar to NVIDIA. Tesla, still on track, right? Bullish divergence we talked about, higher low, then a buy signal, starting to get in this retracement. Watch out for those higher low pullbacks. And then this, of course, could be longer term breakout to the upside for Tesla as a possibility. Breaks that longer term downward trend line. Could be a longer, more sustained move from there. Apple breaking down still, right? Apple continues to be bearish on the daily chart. Apple continues to be bearish on the weekly chart, right? And you can see that you got the 200-week moving average here. Apple has not retested the 200-week moving average for a very, very, and I mean very long time. We're talking about the week of December 18th, right? December 18th. We're talking about almost, a little over 5 years that Apple has not retested the 200-week moving average. Many stocks, including NVIDIA, even retested 200-week moving average. Apple did not in January 2023, right? Apple did not. Could we see Apple come down, retest the 200-week moving average, and then catch a bounce, right? So we will see. The weekly chart is bearish. The daily chart is bearish. Even Tesla came back and even went below the 200-week moving average and has battled it. It's still back below the 200-week moving average. Even NVIDIA came back to the 200-week moving average. Meta went well below the 200-week moving average and then regained it over here. We talked about it. We covered it all the way down, right? All the way up. We've been covering Meta. We didn't just start covering Meta. We didn't just start covering Meta on the news. We've been talking about it, covering it. Even my best friend, who doesn't even trade his own stuff, got in at 150 and is still holding it. Amazon even went below the 200-week moving average and then regained it and then went back below and regained it again, right? So it's possible Apple retests the 200-week moving average and even goes below it. So Apple, again, could go there, maybe even slightly below it, similar to all the other Magnificent Seven that has not retested it yet, right? Not since 2018. That would be an amazing reset, right? That would be an amazing reset. And if the markets remain bullish, that would be a gift. That would be a gift. So Google breaking down. You can see it did go below the 200-week moving average, regained it, and then it's been on an amazing run since, starting to break down. There's no sell signal on the weekly chart. The daily chart had multiple sell signals. Even looks like after the breakdown yesterday, we talked about in the live stream, we covered it and came back. Looks like it back tested that trend line. We will see if it continues downward or not. That's the Magnificent Seven. Let's switch back. Let's kind of go, just take a quick glance, and then we're going to circle back. We're already 34 minutes in. One of the requests was Veritone AI stock. We'll take a look at it. Lemonade's trying to recover from that big breakdown. PayPal flat, right? AI, I posted that chart today on the Twitter X app, so definitely go take a look at it. Up 23%, looking pretty good. All right, so let's do some of these requests over here. Yeah, gapped up hard today. 3 of the 4 targets hit so far. I just changed this to green today. What else? And then we'll take a look at everyone's requests. So Rose 14%, just hit longer term target 2, I think. Yeah. Let's see. Let's zoom out here. Yeah, Rose just hit longer term target 2, right? Is ultra bullish on the weekly chart. We're going to change that. That target was just hit probably today or yesterday. I haven't looked at it in a couple days, I don't think. I can't remember. But longer term target 2 has been hit on Rose weekly chart. Breaking news. Yep, I'll cover these crypto assets versus Bitcoin on tonight's video, along with the monthly chart. Got a couple things I want to show you. So let's get into all the requests. Probably got some good ones to look at here. Miners, please. Evan, we covered it. You got it. H bar. Yep. Let's look at H bar. I was looking at the other day. Probably someone asked me about it, and then I was looking at it. Let's see. H bar. Which one? Let's do Binance. Since nope, that's not Binance. Let's see. Which one? We'll do this one. Unless you tell me which exchange. No, not that one. That's BH. Wrong one. Let's see. Spot. Let's do that one. All right, let's take a look at it. I thought I already had it on there. H bar weekly chart. Ultra bullish, right? So if you look at the eyeball test, longer term targets, probably hit target 1, right? Probably getting close to target 2. Then you probably got target 3, probably like target 4, like that, right? So ultra bullish on the weekly chart. You've got a low, you've got a slightly higher low, a higher high, and then another higher low on the weekly chart, right? So ultra bullish on the weekly chart. On H bar, probably hit target 1, coming into target 2, right? And so on and so on. So not much really else to add on that one. If you look at the daily chart, it's also probably bullish or ultra bullish on the daily chart. Possible bullish flag that was formed, or bullish pennant. Currently ultra bullish on the daily chart, right? The weekly chart, etc. So that's H bar. Hope that helps. Veritone. All right, let's take a look at it. Veritone, one of the AI stocks I've been talking about for a half of a year, I believe. There's a video on it. Let's see, Veritone. Where is it? I just saw it. Let's go. Okay. Let me just type it in. I just had it. There it is. All right, let's take a look at it. Veritone up 2%. So yeah, kind of zooming out, right? Hit one target, one shorter term target so far. We're talking about the breakout back here. It was getting oversold. There was a reverse candle on the daily chart, and then basically went sideways, had another buy signal, pumped up, came back down, possible higher low, right? So possible low, possible higher low. We will see if it starts to flip back around, comes up and hits longer term targets, or shorter term targets. Sorry. So you got 3 shorter term targets remaining. You do have a 17% gap that has not been filled yet. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. The weekly chart looks like it possibly could be starting to flip back around. Had a buy signal, came all the way back down. See if it starts to gain momentum back up. It's back above the trending dots on the weekly chart as well, right? Let's see. This could be like a bottoming phase, possible higher low. Maybe it starts to gain momentum. Could take some time. Could take, whether it's this week, next week, or the week after. It might be starting to find its footing and go through this bottoming phase. Too early to call it, but it could be building momentum on the weekly chart slowly, and the daily chart could be flipping back around. So hopefully that helps. BNC, I know I have BNC on here because it's been requested several times. Let's see. There it is. Found it. Weekly chart is ultra bullish, right? We talked about it most likely yesterday. So not much else to really add. I'm not going to, if there's not much really else to add from our latest drawings, right? I probably won't cover every single day, but here you go, Emilio. Had that recent buy signal. It's back above the trending dots. It's bullish on the daily chart. It's bullish on the weekly chart, right? Bullish on the weekly chart. So not much really else to add. We've probably already talked about it and covered it on previous live streams. Obviously, I've drawn this out already. Good morning, Key Chart ICP. You got it, Johnny. Let's see. ICP. Bullish on the weekly chart. This could be the bottom. This could be a possible higher low. Could be finding support at the trending dots. The weekly chart is bullish. The daily chart, it was ultra bullish, came back down. Nice correction over there. Probably at least a 30% correction, 42% correction, right? Started to make its move back up, came back down. Yesterday's flash crash, right? Taking out stop losses everywhere. 18% flash crash all one day within a couple of hours. Could be regaining the trending dots in the near future. Too early to say. Pending buy signal right now on the daily chart. Could be finding support and see if it starts to build momentum back up to the upside after that. That's ICP. Like I said, weekly chart is bullish over there. Replay, awesome. Catan, 1998. Can you please check rows? Yep, we can look at rows. I posted that on the no, maybe not. Maybe I didn't post that on the Twitter X app. I was looking at it. Let's see. Do I have it up here? Let's just type it in, save time. We've got rows over here. Let's take a look at it. There it is. Found it. Weekly chart is ultra bullish. Catan, 1998. The second target, yeah, I think I did just post that, or we talked about it real quickly. But flash ultra bullish and hit the second longer term target today, right? So today it flashed ultra bullish on the daily chart, hit longer term target 2. The weekly chart is also ultra bullish, right? Let's take a look at the 2-week chart. And the 2-week chart is bullish and the monthly chart is bullish, right? You got that buy signal back here at 8 cents on the monthly chart. So it's bullish, right? So the weekly chart, and it's just trending up right now. So remember, Bitcoin is up at longer term target 5. This is longer term target 2 that has been hit today. So rows, that's rows. Let's see, moving from, do you think it's a good idea to move everything or maybe 50 from ETH to DOT? Manta. Well, I mean, Ethereum is pumping. Ethereum has been ultra bullish 18 consecutive days, right? So it's sometimes when the magic happens. So do you want to let it like play out possibly, or do you want to possibly convert that over? Right? It just hit longer term target 4, but it is ultra bullish on the daily chart still. It is ultra bullish on the weekly chart. Maybe if you looked at a pairing, maybe if you looked at a Ethereum versus DOT pairing, or Ethereum versus Manta pairing, maybe that would sway your decision by doing so. But obviously, we're not giving financial advice, so I'm not going to tell you what to do. But that's what I would look at if you're looking to switch to a coin. But right now, it's in pump mode, right? See, Bitcoin down 2.5% today. Let's see, daily chart. It was a big pump up yesterday, 64,000, all the way from in one daily candle 56,000. Retracing some of that. We will see if it kind of lets the trending dots catch up, all that stuff. But it was such a massive move yesterday. Expect retracements along the way on Bitcoin. But yeah, to answer your question, maybe look at a pairing, ETH versus whatever crypto asset altcoin you want to compare. And if it looks like the charts are lined up, maybe that would make sense. Phil is trying to break out. Phil, I think I have Phil on here. I'm pretty sure I do. But let's see. There it is. Phil, yep. Phil is ultra bullish on the daily chart. Phil is ultra bullish on the weekly chart. Looks like I did some eyeball drawings up here a while back, right? Holy moly. Those are pretty high. Longer term target 1, target 2, target 3, target 4. That would be insane. Currently at $8.60. Daily chart is ultra bullish. The weekly chart is ultra bullish, right? Had another RSI buy signal. Looks like this is the low. This looks like a higher low. And a weekly candle close back above over here at 850, call it, would be a higher high. So that's Phil, currently ultra bullish. Probably have to draw out those targets if people keep asking about it. 50%. Key chart Crow, sure. We're getting pretty late. Trying to keep these under an hour now, so probably just do a few more. If you have requests, make sure to get them in early. These are some of the early ones, but some of the ones that are past 30 minutes, we were trying to keep these to like 30-minute live streams. We were doing hour to hour and a half, but just to save energy, so I can do more like shorter term videos that people seem to like even more. I know there's a crew of you that love the live streams, but a lot of you also like more of you like the shorter video format. So we'll probably do like the 10 to 15 minute videos and try to keep this to like 30, maybe push it to 45 minutes. So anything below, like if you don't get your requests in before 30 minutes, then might have to push it till tomorrow, right? So Philippe Zapata got it in. Crow at the 9:18 a.m. Mark. So let's do that one. And then the rest might have to push till tomorrow. So I'm sorry. I apologize, but early bird gets the worm, and I can't chart your stuff live for 10 hours straight. Let's see. Crow, USDT. Let's do that. Let's do that one. Yep. Weekly chart is bullish, right? Looks like Crow's starting to make a move. Has not retested the 200-week moving average yet. The 200-week moving average is currently at 15 and a half cents, 15.6 cents, right? So 200-week moving average over here, 15 and a half cents, let's call it. You got a low, possible higher low, a weekly close back above over here at say 10 cents would be a higher high, right? And confirm that the higher low is in. It is bullish on the weekly chart. The daily chart is ultra bullish, and that was kind of like the last breakout over there on Crow. So we're going to take a look at the rest of the comments real quick. Lucasian, what's up, everybody? Thank you. You're welcome. Jesse, do you think Tesla will break out of the trend line towards coming back to making a higher low? Yeah, I drew out my thoughts on it, Tesla John. So definitely go back to previous live streams and this live stream. I did draw out my thoughts, and it's still my thoughts. Kiko AVAX loading 3-wave. Okay, cool. We'll have to take a look at it. Comment early before 30 minutes on the next live stream, Kiko, and I'd be happy to take a look at AVAX if you want me to. Entry point. Hi, Jesse. Salamandri Finley. Awesome. That's my buddy. We've been following each other for over 3 years on at least 2.5, almost 3 years on Twitter X app. Lucasian One Crypto. I thought it was breaking out of the weekly not long back. Looks to have retested. Please and thank you. Yep. This is a little bit late, 37 minutes into it. So definitely hit me up on the live stream tomorrow on Thank God It's Friday, TGIF tomorrow. Get it in early. Early bird gets the worm, and we'll take a look at it. Let's talk about cars, yo. BNB, please. Yep, Lawrence. Hey, Lawrence, get it in early tomorrow. I know you're always on early tomorrow, so definitely let me know. We want to try to keep these under an hour, and so I can save my energy. And there's a lot of places I want to post charts. So let me know tomorrow. Emilio, you got it. Thank you, Jesse, for checking Rose. You got it. Thanks for putting in the request early. Thank you for smashing the like button. Thank you for commenting any assets you want me to request. Continue to support me. I appreciate it. And together, we will continue to sniper the markets every single day together on YouTube and the Twitter X app with these live streams while the stock market is open. So with that, hope you have a good rest of your day, and we will see you on the next one tomorrow. See ya.